Hi guys, I am here to address something that occurred the other day that honestly is stupid that I even have to say this, but I do have to say this because um, I feel a lot of people did see what happened, and I did jump out of my character because of this situation. So I'm gonna just give you guys a little story time and let you guys know what happened the other day so you guys can understand why I came out of character, because it was something like I was passionate about, and you guys can just get a little taste of my heart as far as what um, the controversial post that I posted was all about and what my intentions behind it were. So let's just get right into it. So the other day, I was at my mom's barber shop, and all of a sudden you just see everybody kind of running to the corner of the building or whatever. So we're just like, what the heck is going on? All the barbers and myself, we walk out to go see what's going on. And obviously these kids are fighting. It wasn't anything crazy. Like, I understand kids fighting is not something that people want to see, but it wasn't anything crazy. You guys can see in the video, like, they were punching each other, but people were not, like, hopping into it. Like, blood was not being shed. They were having a scuffle, and that's kind of how I saw it. I went ahead and whipped out my phone to record just in case anything bad would happen or something like that, that is documented what the hell happened here. Regardless, I don't know how people feel about that. If people feel you should record, if people feel you shouldn't record. They were kids, so I understand, like, if some people feel some type of way about the fact that I did record kids. Honestly, like, maybe it was distasteful for me to actually post someone else's kids, and I can see that coming from a parent. Like, I get it, but also, like, this happens every day, so let's not get too sensitive and get our pennies in a bunch. Yeah, so anyway, after this scuffle, they shook hands and they parted ways. And honestly, like, how I felt after that, I felt good. And I know that this is weird to say, but I did feel good because they were able to handle the beef that they had, hash it out with each other, even if it was aggressive or violent. They were able to hash out their beef, and then they were able to shake hands and part ways. And then I also want to be clear that behind the camera that you see of me recording this, there's also men on the side of me. So me as a female, I'm not going to jump into any males fighting. Period, honestly. Like, I'm not going to hop in the middle of men fighting, especially when there's men here that if they felt something was out of hand, they would have been the ones to do that. So anyways, after this all happened or whatever, and I'm feeling the way I'm feeling about how they handled it, I was just thinking, like, of it all in comparison to the Nipsey Hussle situation, where he was shot. Somebody was pissed, and instead of him rolling up and trying to punch Nipsey Hussle in the face, he decided to roll up with a gun and shoot him. So to me, it's always a win when kids don't die after a disagreement. And that's how I felt. So I decided to go ahead and post them, not to say, hey, look at this kid beat this other kid up. The caption that I posted was, although I do not want them fighting, although I didn't want them fighting, basically these kids were able to shake hands and walk their separate ways. They shot a fair one, and also in the process of this, nobody was harmed, nobody got shot. And that was really all that there was to it. That was, like, the only intention I had, was to just show the fact that you can handle your beefs in other ways than murdering each other. And that was that. I was not honestly thinking about these kids' age or anything like that. I was thinking about this being a demonstration of somebody being able to handle their little beef and walk other ways. That was that. Yeah. So I left it at that. Nobody really said anything. Most of the people that did comment were just saying how, like, the good old days, like, they remember going to that high school and this is what was going on in the parking lot. People were fighting, whatever. Most people did not take too much offense to it or anything crazy. So I didn't think really anything of it until I get back on Facebook the next day and I'm headed to an appointment. And I see a fellow makeup peer of mine posting a status saying how ignorant and immature and attention seeking and wanting to go viral it was for someone, an adult, to post a video of kids fighting on Facebook. And I get it. I get it coming from someone of this age. I get it coming from someone whose kids might be in high school. Like, I get it. I can understand the grievance, but what I can't understand is any female makeup artist in Las Vegas that knows me personally posting a status about me on Facebook and not being able to inbox me or respond to the offending post, you know? So I just was like thinking, like, this is pretty slanderous. This is pretty fucking slanderous for you to get on here and air out how you feel about me versus being able to tell me how you feel. So I responded. The shit hit the fan. I responded, and it just turned into MUA beef, like beef. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. It doesn't affect how I sleep at night or pay my bills. So if you want to, you know, if you want to feel like I'm ignorant or you want to feel this or that way about me, that's fine, you know. Not a big issue. Whatever. But what I'm not going to have is anybody posting subliminals about me that I know in real life and not say something about it. So definitely jumped out of my character. Definitely let a bitch know. Definitely gave it a lot more energy than I should have. But I am passionate about my opinion. I'm passionate about my reputation. I really don't know what to say. I'm here to apologize to people that follow me and were offended by the post, that actually do support me and were offended. I can understand how it could be in bad taste for me to post that video. I take full responsibility for the fact that it may have been in bad taste. That is, to me, a separate issue than what got me all riled up in the first place. I'm just wondering why any fellow makeup artist would speak on me that knows me personally versus inbox me or air out their grievance in a way that educates versus opening a post for slander on your page. So I was taken aback by that. I just want to take responsibility for being out of my character and allowing myself to be pushed to a point that I no longer agree with. I no longer really want to be that girl popping off. Trust me, I'm not above it, but it's not necessarily what I want. So I digress. What I really wanted to do and what this post was really about was just letting my followers know who do know me and actually do support me, not those people that are following me just to watch me crash and burn, because I know there's a lot of those, and whatever, have at it, have fun. I will not block you. You can unfollow yourself. But I just wanted to let my followers and my supporters know that I do not support kids shooting each other. I don't support children fighting each other, but what I understand is that it's gonna happen, and I do feel that I would rather have them handle it that way, box each other out, and put the guns down. And that's just my stance on it. So if anybody does disagree, that's fine. And then I just want to make it very, very clear that I would never, never, ever, ever, ever post a post of kids fighting for attention. If I needed attention that bad, I would post a naked photo or pop a titty out, like, period. There's no reason that I need to post children fighting in a high school to get attention. Like, that's weird. It's crazy. Yeah, I just want to say, like, I've never had an issue in the Las Vegas makeup community. Going forward, I do not plan on having beef with other makeup artists in the Las Vegas community. I really don't mind it, though. I don't mind it. I'm a strong woman. I can stand on my own 2 feet. But I do just want to let everybody know that it's not my heart and that was not my intention to speak on something and it be digested as if I was trying to post these kids in an attempt to get attention. That's weird. And if I want to get attention, like I said, I can go do a twerk on Facebook. I could do anything to get attention personally versus exploit children. So that's just weird that that's the first conclusion they jump to. And I just also want to warn you, ladies out there, when you're befriending other people, just beware of your fake friends. Beware of people that pretend to support you and you get a bad vibe and you feel that they're not really there to support you. They're not really there for you. Subliminals is what we don't do. I don't support subliminals. I totally support hopping in somebody's inbox though and letting them know how you feel. So that was my little rant. I just wanted to say what I needed to say just so anybody that does follow me and support me can get an idea of my inner thoughts versus seeing me react. So that's that. I hope you guys, there's nothing for you guys to subscribe to, but I hope you guys continue to follow me and that you guys aren't offended by what I said. But if you are offended by what I said, we can always have a conversation. I'm totally open to debates and going back and forth. Like, you know, you could teach me something, I could teach you something. I'm that type of girl. So moving on, I won't be addressing this again unless it's in person. If you disrespect me, yes, I want those problems. Anyway.